Don't be in the jealous sector your whole career. Pull a chair up. We're gonna get started, man. Now, if you've been rocking with me, you know I've been at the command center for some time. I've been at the command center popping. First time back here in about a week. Right? We're gonna get to some topics, y'all. Uh, Damn, where's my other phone now? Hold on. I got my water. I should have bought both of them. I should have bought both my waters in here, man. Unfortunately, I did not do it. Right? I should have had both my waters in here. Ooh, excuse me. Tap into the War Eagles. All right. Let's get this. War Eagles tap in. War Eagles tap in. Tap in, War Eagles. We're going to refresh this. We're going to get started over here. This is what the studio session looks like, y'all. Now, lately y'all been seeing me at my command center. I made a command center, y'all, but this is the studio, right? You know, you get the duplicates, the guys that be in the bushes, always trying to copy, crash dummies, always trying to copy, man. You niggas got weirdo tendencies, man. Weirdo tendencies, man. Always copying. Like that is nasty. Nasty out here. Be original. Do your own thing, man. All right? Don't watch somebody like my thumbnail. Don't watch somebody from the bushes and everything they do, you try to duplicate. You have a sickness. You have a sickness, man. And there's too many people with that sickness that sit on the internet. All right? But you read my thumbnail right there. $2.50 an hour. 13 in the building. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. All we do over here is match energy. Now, if you come over here and you come in the building and you can't hit the like button, you don't need to be over here. You don't need to be over here. Likes are free. Likes are free. If you come over here and you can't hit the like button, and the like is free to do, you don't need to be over here, man. All right? You need to go back into the bushes where you belong. 14 in the building. Smash that like button, man. My consulting fee is $2.50 an hour. Now, it's worth way more than that. It's worth way more than that because I could plug you in with the connections that could get you to the top. Look, all I'm gonna say is this, right? My stats are speaking for themselves. When I push your narrative, you will get to the top. If I push your narrative, I have the proven track record to show it. You will make it to the top. When I do not push your narrative, you might fall off. Yeah, my stats are showing that right now. When I am behind your narrative, and my God, yes, I be on my Moses. When I am behind your narrative, right, you will make it to the top. I can almost but assure that. My stats is there, right? When they thought I fell off, when they thought I fell off, I went and found a 17-year-old and made him make it to the top. These are the facts. My narratives. LeBron James of the game. LeBron James of the game. These are my narratives. Appreciate that, Jay. 5918. Smash that like button, good brother. You see, I'm just in the studio getting to the motion. Appreciate that. But my consulting fee is $250 an hour. Look, I have certifications and stamps all over the game. Not bad, right? Look, and this is just a couple I bought in, right? This is just a couple, man. This is shout out to Dimitri Bivol. This the Dimitri Bivol that knocked off Canelo Alvarez before Terrence Crawford did. Right here. I was in Atlantic City. Dimitri Bivol at the time was 13-0, 11 KOs. Right? That is Dimitri Bivol. This is another one. You know, we got stats over here. 31 in the building. Smash that like button, man. Run the likes up, man. We should have over 10 likes. This is a studio session. Say hi, and Jay, I will subscribe. Say hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. I said hi, Jay. Appreciate you. Salute, man. War Eagle salute, Jay. War Eagle salute, man. We the War Eagles over here, Jay. Put your Eagles in the comment section. 28 in the building. Run the likes up. This is that authentic substance. You know, we get to the motion over here. But yes, hit the like button, Jay. Likes are free, right? Share the content. This is all free stuff to do. Doesn't cost you $1. Holla. Holla. 31 in the building. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, man. 31 in the building. Hit the like button now. Hit the like button. Likes are free. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good peoples. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you are enjoying your weekend. Just enjoying your weekend, right? This is the Motion Talk Sickness Chronicles, right? I want to start the show off. Yo, it is going down over there in the Middle East, all right? I seen something online, right? 25 in the building. We need to have 20 likes, man. Come on, we got to do better with the likes, man. Likes are free, man. I'm not telling you to donate to the channel, right? But hit the like button at least, man. The likes are free, right? The likes are free, y'all. Y'all gotta stop that with the likes, right? The likes are just free to do. And a lot of you guys do not like to hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. The likes are free. All right? Hit the like button. Right? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to comment to you guys, right? Hit the like button, man. All right? Likes are free. 27 people watching. Hit the like button. 27 of y'all watching, right? Right? 27 of y'all watching. Hit the like button, man. Right? See? War Eagles, man. Hit the like button, man. War Eagles, man. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free. See now when I exposed that, they ran a lot of y'all up out of here. But YouTube is getting better. I'm not gonna knock them. I was talking to somebody. They said they are trying to find my audience. Right? I think they're listening to me. They're finding my audience. Right? But get my audience over here to me, cause I'm here. We're working. We're leaving them in the jealous section in that other joint. But bring my audience to me. Um, as you can see, this is a in studio session, right? You know, you do have options. You know my slogans, right? $250 an hour for this consulting. But like I said, if I push your narratives, right? If I push your narratives and I get behind you, CW in the building. If I push your narratives and I get behind you, I can almost but assure you making it to the top. Now, if I don't push your narratives, I can almost assure you that you will fall off. You will fall off. You won't be at the top. And that's just the God in me. These are the facts. My numbers show that. See? But they don't want to talk about that, so I talk about it for me. But 31 in the building. We need the likes to 10 in the behind the scenes. Get the likes up. 31 of you guys are watching this in-studio session. I left the command center, right? I have a command center where I do my thing from now. And I also come here and do it in the studio. A lot of these guys act like they do what I do, but they can't produce no receipts. They can't show no actual growth. And they damn sure can't show the receipts of things they have accomplished. With that being said, let's talk about what just happened in Dubai. Did you guys see what happened in Dubai, right? Did you see what happened in Dubai? In Dubai, they said it was an Iranian drone crashed into the airport, blew up in the airport. Did y'all see that? We're going to pull this up. We're going to pull this up right now. I'm going to pull it up. Dubai. Dubai airport attack. There it is. Look. Let's talk about it, man. We doing different type of content. Here it is right here. Look, it's all over the internet. This is all over the internet, y'all. This is all over the internet. So you know I'm not in here making this up. This isn't no made up content. This is what's going on, man. You know, at times we need to speak on worldly issues. Yes, oh my God is correct. Salute, CW. I see you in the building. 9 in the building over here. Run the lights up. I got 26 over here. I got 26 over here. Oh, you're in the hospital. No, this ain't no hospital. This is a library where you can learn. You look, see? Look. We are learning and recording. So this isn't a hospital, brother. But thank you for your comment. Like, share, and subscribe. But yes, oh my God, is correct. It's going down over there in Iran. Look, it is going down. You never made it up. Exactly, CW. We grew. We're expanding the brand now. We're expanding the brand, man. You know, like I said, it's $250 an hour. If you want to get with me on some boxing shit and you're really serious and you're not a jealous fan, a hater, a crow, a weasel, $250 an hour, man, for my connections and plugs, man. $250 an hour. Look, man, I'm stamped and certified with this, man. I'm not playing games with people no more, man. You want to get with me with this boxing wave, marketing, management, media? It's $250 an hour consulting fee. You heard? And if I push your narrative, like I said, you get to the top, man. I got the stats to show it. That's all I did. God is good. I put in my work, right? I put in my work, and they don't like that I can talk my shit, and they can't debunk nothing, right? They can't debunk nothing, right? But let's get to this attack, man. This was crazy, bro. Let's talk about actual trending topics. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. The drone. Look, yeah, they called it a minor incident.
Yeah,
A minor incident. Bruce
yeah,
Gas, what's going on? Did you smash the like button, Bruce Gas? It's over 20 some people in here. I should have had over 10 likes. Smash the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Don't watch at the wall. If you're gonna watch at the wall, you could just slide up out of here, man. The like button is free, right? But yeah, imagine being in Dubai. Remember, Dubai is a hot spot. A lot of people was trying to get over there. Now, the commercial, residential airport is being bombed, bro. Imagine being over there waiting to leave and get on your flight and going through some of that. Put it in the comment section, man. Comments are free, man. CW, if you're still in here, comment, brother. You just came back from abroad. You was in what? Guatemala, right? Imagine being at Guatemala, CW. Put this in the comments, man. Comments are free, man. We're expanding and growing over here now, man. 29 in the building over there. Smash the like button, right? Imagine being at the airport, waiting for your flight, and an explosion. The airport is under attack. The airport is under attack, right? What would you be going through your mind? Yeah, you look, you're waiting to go home. You are waiting to go home. Just imagine that. Especially Dubai is a foreign country. They had a lot of. I don't want to play all the content that I was watching, but they have a lot of British. They was interviewing a lot of different British people. They were so scared out of their mind because now they're trapped. It seems like a lot of the flights got shut down. A lot of the flights got shut down. They're trapped. And they're feeling some type of way. 25 in the building. Get the lights up to 10, y'all. Get the lights up to 10. He said Dubai, Mexico, the Chantels is very bad right now to fly, my brother. Yes, it's well, we're at war right now. We are at war, right? Because, Israel, the United States are at war with Iran. And the Iranian government is rotting, man. They are smashing on neighboring countries, right? They have counterintelligence, they said, from Russia, where the United States Navy and aircrafts are located at. And they feel like countries that are aiding the Israel and United States, they're banging on. And that is how war is, man. That is how war is. Now, I know a lot of you guys can't understand this because, like I said, most of you guys that come on here, you don't have that mentality. And the mentality is this. If we are at war, we're banging, right? Now, I know the bangers could understand this, right? If a nigga that I don't fuck with and you are around him, I am gonna look at you like that. Are y'all catching that energy right there? Are y'all catching that energy? That's war, right? If you know me and this person have an issue, right? The best thing for you to do is to stay out the way. But if you start, and that's why I don't fuck with a lot of these content creators, because they don't, these niggas is weirdos to me, right? They love to do that. I don't get down like that. If I don't fuck with somebody, and I fuck with somebody, and shout out to 50 Cent. I like 50's mentality with that. If I'm cool with you, and know a person doesn't fuck with you, or talks about you, number one, I'm like, it's like the Fabulous song, right? Fabulous said, don't tell me what niggas said about me. Tell me why they're comfortable saying it to you, right? Why are they comfortable saying it to you, right? That's my whole thing too, right? Are y'all catching that energy? He said, yes, we are at the war right now. Yeah, it's dangerous out here, man. It's dangerous and it's going to get worse. The gas prices is going up. We're gonna get to that too, right? But just imagine being like Dubai was a hot spot. Everybody wanted to go over there, right? Now they're scared, right? They're scared. 29 in the building. The likes over here should have been over 10 already, man. It's too many of you guys on the behind the scenes moonlighting. Stop moonlighting, man. Likes are free, man. Likes are free. Hit that like button, man. CW say, yes, we are at war right now. But why? That's the question. But that's the question for you. But why? Money. It's over money. CW don't know what it's about. It's about money. It's about money. Come on, man. You see that? Like I don't want to get into all of that right now, cause the money you gotta pay over here, man. I'm just being honest, man. I gave out too much of this game for free. I gave out so much of this game right here, this boxing game for free, and got overlooked. Now y'all want me to speak on worldly and politic issues, and y'all don't even hit the like button? Like, come on, man. Kick rocks. But if you don't know what's really going on, this shit popped off. The gas prices went up, man. The gas prices went up, man. Gas is over $3 again. I don't know where you at in the world, but gas in New York right now is over $3. Before this shit popped off, it was like 260. It was going down. It was going down. Right? But it is what it is. 19 in the building. Yo, we got to get the likes up over here, man. Get the likes up to 10, man. Get the likes up to 10. But that got to be a frightening ordeal, man. To be in a foreign country. And you know, you like, all right, man, I had a great time. We was living it up. I'm about to go back home. And the airport gets bombed. The airport is under attack, right? This ain't a military base, right? If you're in the military, right? If you're in the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, shit like that, you know, that's what you sign up for. Your base might get attacked. You a soldier. But as a civilian, right? This is what I was putting out there. I want to get some feedback, man. Don't have the cat with your tongue, man. As a civilian, if you're a civilian, you're a tourist. You're at the airport. You're waiting for your flight, your domestic foreign flight. And the airport is being bombed, seamlessly attacked. What goes through your mind? Like I said, you're not home. I'm going to use the United States. Put it like this. It's like bomb, right? Say you was in California, LAX, and you got to go back to New York, right? You got to go back to New York, and the airport is under attack. You might be scared, right? But then you say, you know what? I'll just drive. How can you drive from Dubai to, like I said, there was a lot of Britons over there. How do you drive? You're stuck. You're stuck. Right? You're stuck. He said that is why they voted for good luck. This is what they voted for. So you saying it's Trump. Huh? But Trump just got involved. It's deeper than Trump, man. This is Israel, man. Israel and Iran, and Israel's been beefing with the Middle East and the Islamic fashions forever. A lot of people say that Israelis are the devils, man. But we're not going to get into that on this live stream. We're not going to get into that. He said, I see it different. I think it's all about greed with the 47, but that's my opinion. Don't mind me. No, just post what you need to post, CW. Look, one thing about my platform, I urge the people to comment. This isn't an open panel, but you can comment. You can comment. Comments are free. Comments are free. I urge people, if you have a voice, right? See, I know I have a voice and I have a very powerful voice. See, a lot of people, they can't do this. They can't create a platform because they don't have the heart to. So that's why I tell them to come over here, put it in the comments, comment, right? This takes heart to get up here and to get on behind the microphone and try to build a channel up by yourself. I'm not talking about sitting around a whole bunch of squares and suckers and weirdos. Get up here and do it on your own. That's why I say, yo, put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments and thank you for your feedback. He said 47. I don't think it's not about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just our president right now. Donald Trump is just our president, man. What about when George Bush was the president and we went to war over there? What about when George Bush was the president? When his father got blitzed, right? And then the son came in and got busy, right? What about that, man? What about that, right? War Eagle salute, Gumbo. Salute. What about that, man? See, this isn't nothing new. This is nothing new. See, the United States and Israel and all of them, they always wanted to get at Iran. They always wanted to get at Iran, right? They always did. Even when they was banging on Osama bin Laden, they wanted to get at Iran, but Iran is strong. Iran is not weak. And that's what we are seeing right now. They are not weak. They are not weak. And they are not backing down. They are not backing down. He said it's a money game, right? Our military is rented. Oh, man. Brandon Gomez, thank you for the comment. 34 in the building over here, y'all. We got 34 people in the behind the scenes. We should have over 10 likes over there. Run the likes up, man. Run the likes up on the behind the scenes. We are in studio. We are rocking and rolling, y'all. You know, we are rocking and rolling. Shout out to Gumbo Sauce, a War Eagle General. But this is all about money, man. It's all about power. See, one thing about the Israel, the Jews, they control a lot, man. Don't sleep, man. They're a small country, but a powerful country. Because what do they always say? Money is power. Israel controls a lot, but so does Iran. Don't get it twisted. So do a lot of those Middle Eastern provinces. And I think Iran, the Ayatollah, right? Remember, they just killed one of their Ayatollahs, right? The Ayatollah is very powerful over there, right? Right? The Ayatollah is very powerful. But yes, we are cooking over here, man. See, I warmed y'all up, man. A lot of y'all, like I said, y'all been in the boxing bushes for too long, right? Y'all been in the boxing bushes for too long. So boxing, like I said, is not really trending. Because a lot of the people that sit around and talk boxing are what? Jealous fans with no emotion. But this right here, what we're talking about, a worldly issue, not only is trending, it's going to affect your lives and our lives. And it already is on a small front, but not a small front. Gas prices went up. Gas prices went up. Right? He said, I agree. You don't have to say 47, CW, because people don't know what you're saying. Say the name. Say the name. Right? Say the name. Put Trump in the comments. Put Trump in the comments. Don't say 47. Put Trump in the comments. So people understand what you're talking about. Then you wouldn't be misunderstood, good brother. Put Trump in the comments. Right? Don't say 47, because 47 is making you misunderstood. Right? He said, I jumped in on his helmet to look like Bill Clinton. He was a great president in my eyes. I think all presidents are controlled. They're all under the same regime. Republican, Democratic. It's just, see, with Trump. See, I'm not going to say 47. Say the name, man. Mike Tyson's voice. See, what Trump is a president that we were not accustomed to having. Donald Trump when you think about all the other presidents that we had in American history, they were what? Politicians, senators and governors and different things, right? To work their way up to becoming president. Donald Trump was none of these things. He was the Don. He was a businessman, right? He was an elite, and he became the president out of nowhere. And then he ran and lost, and he got it back again. And like I said, a lot of these other guys that were presidents, like Bill Clinton, right? Well, Bill Clinton was what? A governor, right? Of Arkansas, whatever state, right? These guys were basically groomed. You knew what you was getting, right? As far as policy and different things. When Donald Trump first got into office, make America great, he already showed you what he was on. He been showed you what he was on. So now with all of this going on, it's nothing new under the sun, right? You see it with ISIS and the immigrants and all of that. He's making America great. And in making America great, he wants to bang out and fight, right? Because Israel and Iran been at odds forever, like I said, man. But he jumped into the fight. He jumped into the fight. Let's get to the comments. Gumbo said, Bill Clinton is trash. He shut down all our refineries and made us dependent on other countries for oil. CW, do you have a comment for that? Do you have a comment for that? Because you said you was the Bill Clinton guy. 28 in the building, man. Come on, let's get the likes up to 10, y'all. Let's get the likes up to 10. Yo, the behind the scenes has been rocking all this time. And this ain't even the Ice Road Truckers. Thank you, YouTube. I want to thank you, YouTube. Because I've been saying this forever in the day that y'all was always playing with my numbers. But I think what you was doing was grooming me for my audience. And that's why I started getting busy at the command center. And I started distancing myself from the bushes, the boxing bushes community, right? Because I already mastered the boxing community. To me, like I said, the boxing community consists of no motion, stagnation, jealous fans, programmed sheep, right? But thank you, YouTube. Brandon Gomez, appreciate you, man. Hit that like button over there. He said, hey, Gumbo, you said Bill Clinton is trash, but was working at the time when he was in office, was everybody working. He invented the war. We could have went to war when he was in office. I don't like the dude. He's not getting my support, man. Yes, Trump is not getting your support, but as an American, the American soldiers they're gonna have to get busy, man. He's the what we call CW the commander in chief, right? He's the commander in chief. See, that is why America, in my eyes, is weak. And we look strong. But if you look at it, and CW is the prime example of this, America is divided. It's divided, right? Look what CW is saying. He doesn't get my support. This and Gumbo, if you're still in here, I want you to catch this vibe too, right? It's like being in jail right now. When you are in jail, right? Motherfuckers will not. You gotta come to a truce, an understanding, like what I like to say, right? Regardless if you don't like Donald Trump right now, Donald Trump pushed the button. This country is at war, right? This country is at war. Whether you agree with what he's doing, we're at war. We are in the war. It's up, right? It's up. Now, see, like I said, a lot of y'all can't understand that because, and I say this respectfully, you're not fighters. You're not a fighter. But the fighters, the warriors, the gladiators, they understand. We at war. Regardless if you fuck with him or not. He done pushed the button, man. I was telling, well, shout out to my homegirl. She was on here this past week when we was at the command center, and she was saying how it's dangerous out there. Exactly. It's up. You gotta be on your P's and Q's now, man. It's up. He said, I don't have a problem with Trump. If Democrats win, they can do whatever they want also. Y'all listen, all that, rest in peace to the great Malcolm Elijah, right? What did he say? I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am not a elk. I am not a Mason. I am a black man, right? I am a black man, right? All of those Democrat, Republican, they all the same, man. It's all the same, man. It's all the same. He said, I was working with Bill Clinton was president, but he said, but became a business owner when Trump, yeah, Trump is big business. You already know, Gumbo. Trump is big business. Trump is about business, money. He's about money. He said, of course, we divided, bro, because together we expose and systems, but most don't realize it. Facts, Brandon Gomez. Talk your stuff, Brandon. Let me pin your comment, good brother. We are almost at 10 likes. Listen, we've been over 30-something people in the behind the scene views, man. Get the likes up to 10, man. We cooking today. I'm not trying to be on a political plantation. Nobody's on a political plantation. But we're at war, man. And people better pay attention. I think me and you was talking the other day, Gumbo. The Iranian people have cells over here, and if the reason why I brought up what happened in Dubai, right? And you seen the Dubai airport being under attack. Hello. There's a strong possibility these things are going to start popping off over here. There's a strong possibility these things are going to be starting to pop off over here, right? And y'all better be ready. Y'all better be ready, man. But I don't think a lot of y'all are ready. And the reason why a lot of y'all not ready, because most of y'all are sheep. And I say that respectfully. You're not militant, and you don't have to be a military government person to be militant. You have to be conscious and awoke. And majority of the world is not awoke. And it is what it is, man. Sorry to put it that way. 34 in the building, in the behind the source views. Still not 10 likes. Let's get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. He said a lot of them driving big trucks, man. Yo, listen, man. Gumbo, what's going down, man? It's about to get ugly, man. That's why I had to highlight what happened in Dubai, man. All right, look, the only reason they popping off home first, right? They just waiting. They just waiting. Listen, the Iranian people and the Iranian government is militant, man. They are gangsters, man. I don't want to make it sound like that, but they are gangsters. When they push that button and they tell the cells over here to get busy, what you think they're gonna do, man? They're gonna say, in the name of Allah, and they're gonna get busy. They're gonna get busy, man. They're not afraid to die. When the ones that do it over here, how they shoot the shit up with the drones and all of that. Yeah, remember, look, and I'm gonna put this in a joking form, but not no joke, right? Yeah, remember when Cedric the Entertainer, right? He had a comedy special. And in his comedy special, he was talking about how the people over there in the Middle East, right? I agree, Gumbo, they are lazy. He was talking about how in the Middle East, right? And he was being funny, but he was putting us on the game then. He was like, the Islamic people, right? Even most third world people, but the Islamic people, he was like, yo, they go to war with rocks. You ever seen that? Where he was like, motherfuckers be having AKs and choppers. He was like, yo, them people be out there throwing rocks, right? You ever seen that? He was like, yo, they be out there with rocks, banging out against the government, right? When it's time to get busy, throwing rocks, like in the name of Allah, and throwing rocks, nigga. Yo, niggas is out there with assault rifles, shooting at them. They throwing rocks. They over here, fam. They over here right now, just waiting for the call. They gonna get busy. Is niggas over here ready to get busy? I think not, man. If you gumbo, this shit is spot on. I'm gonna pin your comment. Hopefully I pinned it. He said Americans are comfortable and lazy. They are more than that, man. We can use a lot more. He said, I only fear my Lord. Well, you'd be a great soldier, CW, because that's all they fear. That's why they say in the name of Allah. Allah is their God. They only fear their God. That's why they will throw rocks. They're running to a gunfight with rocks, nigga. Turned up and scream in the name of Allah, right? In the name of Allah. And get busy, man. But how was the content looking? Look, 30 in the building over here, man. Yeah, we still at 6 likes, right? The likes should have been up over 10, man. The likes should have been up over 10. But, appreciate the 30 that's over there. We got 6 likes. I don't know how many likes I got over here. We'll do a quick glance, real quick. We'll do a quick glance. I could glance, right? Let's do a quick glance. Right? We'll come over here and we'll look. We'll do a live look, and this is called a live looking. There we go, 37 likes now. Get the likes up to 37. 7 likes, we got 36 in the building. 36 are watching, right? Now you guys got to do better with these likes. 3 watching here, 2 watching here. But if you look over here, 36 is watching. Can y'all see that? 36 people are watching this one where my consulting fee is, right? My consulting fee is my consulting fee, man. I can get you plugged in with this boxing. With serious inquiries only. Right? We got to do better with the likes over here, though, man. Run the likes up. Y'all are real stingy with the likes, man. Right? These likes should have been through the roof. In the name of Allah. Right? These likes should have been up, but I'm going to keep this over here so I can see the chat, right? The chat is rocking and rolling. Let me tell them once again, get the likes up. Get the likes up, man. And if you over on the stream, y'all, come over here and hit the like button, man. Because these numbers over here expose the game. 42 in the building. Look, get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. War Eagle salute, man. We got 42 people watching. This is the Source Motion Chronicles, Motion Sickness. Happy Sunday, everybody. All right? Gumbo said, the Most High don't make me stupid. He said, pay attention to your surroundings and stay ready. That is a fact. That is a fact. Right? He said, Gumbo, that's my point. I agree with you. I'm always ready, All right? Not much you can do about politics. No, you can't. You can't. But you can live your life and be prepared. See, how many of us are prepared? How many of us are not prepared? I think a lot of people aren't prepared, man. It's sad to say. I just think many aren't prepared. I think many are in the bushes, right? And that's why I always highlight that shit. I'll be like, yo, you niggas is in the bushes, man. Y'all are in the bushes, man. He said, dude, are you even reading your chat? Yeah, I've been reading my chat. I got multiple live streams going. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Look, of course I'm reading my chat. I'm over here rocking and rolling, man. This is motion talk. You see? Did you hit the like button? It's 32 of y'all up in here, right? Y'all very disrespectful with the like button. The like should have been over what's the name. Not only am I reading my chat, I'm responding to it, right? But hey, what do I know, man? Source motion, man. Motion sickness, right? He said, "Oh, I meant, are you even winning? Your dad. You're not talking about nothing." He said, "How do you prepare? How do you prepare? You stay on point, because of you pay attention to what's going on. This is what's going on, right? You gotta pay attention. You know how many people aren't even aware of what's really going on in the world right now, right? That's why I had my homegirl on here. She surprised me the other day. Remember when I was like, yo, what's the latest gossip? You know how many people's on here right now talking about 50 Cent and T.I. or 50 Papoose going at 50 cents, right? Yeah, they don't know World War III is breaking off. They have no clue. They have no clue. They have no clue. They have no clue. 40 in the building, man. Run the likes up to 10, man. Get the likes up to 10, man. Yo, the behind the scenes is rocking and rolling, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. I've been trying to tell y'all, man. The behind the scenes motion is rocking and rolling. And you know why that's rocking and rolling? Because they're giving me my flowers now, right? Because YouTube is understanding that I always been the UGK. I've been an influencer. A lot of these guys that sit around and do absolutely nothing, don't have employment. They thought they was going to go get a computer. And they was like, yo, I'm going to do boxing media. Right? That's what they thought. Because they seamlessly watched me. They thought that's what I did. No, motherfucker, I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I will kill you, nigga, in a heartbeat. That's why I stay to myself. And I stay to my war eagles. I stay out the way. Because I won't hesitate to kill one of you niggas, man. Respectfully. I don't play those games, man. That's why I think God moves me the way he moves me. I stay away from clowns, man. He said, I have food store for 5 months. Gumbo, you in the country, man. You safe, man. You were safe, right? You were safe. Your name says it all, in the wilderness. The motherfuckers like myself and these other dummies that's in these cities, they not ready, man. They not ready, man. But I don't think it's gonna get that bad yet, man. But they not ready, man. A lot of the major cities and the city folk, they not ready. If shit popped off right now, like I was telling Joe Dini this shit, I'm like, yo, you running around Manhattan right now. If shit popped off out there, you be stuck. You be stuck right now. You be stuck. How would you get back to the island, right? If it popped off right now, they blew up the subways and all that shit. You be out there stuck, right? You be stuck, man. Right? Do you have a plan? Right? What's your plan? Right? Well, we ain't gonna get into all of that right now. We don't want to scare the people, man. 29 in the building. Get the likes up, man. The likes should have been over 10 already, man. The likes should have been over 10, man. You know the vibes come, but that's why you are a general. You are a war eagle general. Yeah, I will pull my gun out right now, right? But I don't want to scare nobody, man. I will pull out this big Glock I got on me right now that I keep on me, right? See, you niggas always thought I was joking when I used to say them things. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Prodigy said, yo, I keep a big gun on me to dead a nigga quick. I keep my jewels up to date with the ice, you dig? I keep a big gun on me. I will dead one of you niggas quick. Quick. In a heartbeat, man. I don't play those games, man. I don't play those games, man. That's the games you niggas play. I will dead one of you niggas, man. I will stop your breathing, man. I will stop your breathing, and I will go home and pick up and kiss my kids like it was nothing. How's the content looking, man? 49 in the building. See, when I get to talking that real raw rap, look, brings them right up in here. Smash that like button, man. Yo, the behind the source views is rocking. Y'all see it? Do y'all see it, man? This is the studio flow. We got 49 people in here right now, right? We should have had well over. And look, and I'm gonna show y'all something, right? When I shut the behind the scenes views down, and you're gonna look at the numbers on this, it's gonna expose these boxing frauds. Cause right, these boxing frauds be talking to 200, 300, 400 people, and their numbers it will not be as big as the numbers over here. Cause this is 39 now, authentic people that's in here. He said, "You look like a fiend, my G. You can't even sell your title correctly. You're paying 250 an hour. Yo, look, check me out. I look like a fiend, right? But I stay with the cream. Yes, 250 an hour, sucker. Now I'm gonna slide you up out of here, you disrespectful faggot. I will spit on you in real life. Get your bitch ass up out of here. I would have spit in your face and then pistol whipped you. I would have pistol whipped you. If you was in the confines in here right now and said that to me, I would have politely got up and bust you in the mouth with my pistol and then spit on you. And I would have spit on you and said, "Do I look like a fiend now?" I would have spit on you. But back to regular scheduled programming. How is the content looking now? How is the content looking now, man? Right? Too bad none of my war eagles was over there to clean you up. That's how I would have did you. I would have spit on you. I would have beat you down with to blood, and then I would have put my pistol in your mouth and said, "Who's the fiend now? Who's the fiend now?" And yes, 250 an hour, sucker. Cocksucker, beat it. How's the content looking now, man? Right? Gumbo said the dumbest thing to think is to think it will never happen to me. Facts. That's why you gotta stay ready. That's why you gotta stay ready, right? Stay ready, right? This guy had the audacity. Yo, some of my war eagles tap into the behind the scenes, man. That was the first disrespectful comment over there. But the comment's been clean over there, man. Right? But did you see how I handled that, man? I hope I didn't scare nobody. Right? I hope I didn't scare nobody. I didn't want to scare y'all. Look, you know, back to regular scheduled programming. Well, I don't do the disrespect too good, man. Right? I don't do the disrespect too good, man. Right? He's upset because I said my consultant fee in. He wanted me to say is 250 an hour. No, I'm saying in because I'm in the office right now. If you want to come in here and rock out with me, it's 250 an hour. Cocksucker, beat it, man. I've been told people my numbers. But if you want to come in here and my office space in here is 250 an hour and you want to get my plugs, my connections. So that's why I handled you the way I handled you. Because if you was in here sitting across from me and you said that to me, I would have politely got up. I would have worked you over with these, and then I would have pistol whipped you and said, "Do I look like a fiend now?" I would have did you like Mr. Biggs. Remember Mr. Biggs in the R. Kelly video? How he did him, Gumbo? He said, "Look at me. I did this to you." Right? That's how I would have did you. But you wouldn't have said that in my presence. You wouldn't have had the heart to call me a fiend in my presence. Because that's how I would have did you. And then, like I said, I just showed this money. I would have put this money in your mouth and said, "Do I look like a fiend now?" Right? I said, "Do I look like a fiend now?" Facts, man. But how was the content looking, y'all? And that's just my grandfather in me. I witnessed my grandfather do that a lot, man. My grandfather was one of the most firm men I ever seen in my life. Rest in peace to him. He had the biggest hands I ever seen on a human. Real talk. He had hands like motherfucking Lennox Lewis. Remember when I showed the fist at the Hall of Fame? Right here, look. At the Hall of Fame. I showed the fist. My grandfather had the biggest fist. He could crush a man's skull. I watched him do it many times. Calm and collective, right? He would ride the neighborhood and he would be playing smooth sounds. None of that gangster tough shit, smooth shit. And if he had an issue with you and he seen you, he would pull his car over calm and collective. He didn't make a scene. He'd jump out. I witnessed him do it many a times. And he'd have a conversation with you. And the moment you broke north or he felt threatened, he was ending you. I watched him do it many times. And then he would come back in the car and I'll be sitting right in the front seat. I would not be scared at all. I would feel protected, right? And he would tell me, he would look me in my eye and he would tell me that needed to be done, right? Real talk. Yo, come, you catching my energy? Yeah, he would look me in my face. This is my mother's father. Yeah, he would look me in my face and say that needed to be done. He needed to learn his lesson. And sometimes pain is the only way they learn their lesson. And we will go about our day, right? That's how I would have did that dude. If he would have been in here and said that in my face, he would have had to feel some pain and he would have understood, right? But how's the content looking? Yeah, we cooking. Yeah, the behind the scenes views is rocking. We should have been over 10 likes, man. We should have been over 10 likes. It is what it is, right? But we just had to show a different side of the motion today. Americans, I know we are a country divided, but right now we are at war. Donald Trump has entered us into the war like Cuddy and dead president. Yes, cuz. Yo, cuzzo. Cuddy was another one. Cuddy had a lot of my grandfather in him. That's how my grandfather would have carried it, man. Look, Cuddy was a gangster and a gentleman, right? Yo, Cuddy could have killed Anthony, right? Well, what did he tell him? That's how you gotta respect Cuddy's handle, right? Yeah, right? Cuddy and Anthony had beef over Juanita, man. Right? They had beef over Juanita, right? Yo, Cuddy was a gangster, man. Cuddy said, yo, I ain't gonna kill you over no woman. Because it was personal. It wasn't business, right? See? Yo, that was the most gangster's line in the movie. Right? Yeah, that was the most gangster's line in the movie, right? Cuddy was a stone cold killer. But he was like, yo, I ain't gonna kill you over no woman, because this is personal, it ain't business, right? I was like, wow. I was like, wow, that was hard. That was hard. Cause Cuddy was the gangster, man. Cuddy rocked him to sleep, right? Yeah, he flexed up and flared up on Cuddy. Cuddy said, Cuddy rocked him to sleep, man. Cuddy said, I ain't your enemy, brother. Right? Cuddy said, I ain't your enemy. Knowing he had it on him. Bang, clocked him. Then got the drop on him. Could have blew his top off. But said, yo, I ain't gonna kill you, man. Over no woman, right? I ain't gonna kill you, man. Right? Gangster though, man. But remember, you know my other favorite scene in that joint, cuzzo? I might go home and watch Dead President. Is when he whooped Terrence Crawford. Not Terrence Crawford. Shout out to Bud, man. When he was Terrence Howard's ass, man. I can't think of his character's name right now. Because remember how dude did him over the pool game? Remember how he did him over the pool game when he was in high school? And then he came home from the war, he was a killer. Yeah, he was a turned up killer. Yeah, he remembered that ass whooping Terrence Howard's character put on him. Man, he did him dirty in the pool hall. Dead President is one of the hardest movies, man. Good movie, man. Thank you for bringing that up. Listen, we are going to end the behind the source views, man. I was trying to get over um 10 likes, man. Yeah, I was stingy with the likes over here, man. But unofficially, 8 likes. We had about 50 people in here. Thank you for the support, right? I'm going to open the panel up over here if anybody wants to come on, right? This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz Media, Marketing Management Consultant Agent. And yes, my consulting fee is $250 an hour, but I have the plugs, the connections to get you to the top. My narrative will get you to the top. The stats show it. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, then. You know, you do have options.